English Intensive Program 011 Grammar The Simple Present Tense Part 2 The Simple Present Tense Use Use the simple present tense to talk about something that happens all the time or repeatedly, such as usual activities and habits. Examples: Ali works all day and studies at night. I get up at 6. My parents worry a lot. Something that is true in general, such as facts. Examples: stress causes high blood pressure. My wife doesn't eat meat. Birds fly. The simple present tense. Adverbs of frequency. The meaning of adverbs of frequency. Always means 100%. I always pray in the mosque. Usually means from 90% to 99%. Sammy usually brushes his teeth. Often means from 75% to 90%. We often watch TV after lunch. Sometimes means from 25% to 75%. Fuad sometimes makes his bed. Seldom means from 5% to 10%. Our teacher seldom comes to class late. Rarely means from 1% to 10%. My father rarely travels abroad. Never means 0%. My sister never eats meat. The position of adverbs of frequency. Use adverbs of frequency between the subject and the simple present verb, except main verb be. Examples: I usually walk to school. Khalid often takes the bus to work. Notice here that the adverb of frequency comes between the subject and the main verb. Use adverbs of frequency after main verb be. Our teacher is always on time. We are never late. Notice here that the adverb of frequency comes after main verb be. In a negative sentence, use adverbs of frequency before a negative verb, except always. Example: I usually don't walk to school. Notice here that the adverb of frequency comes before a negative verb. John doesn't always make his bed. Notice here that the adverb of frequency always comes after the negative word. In a question, use adverbs of frequency directly after the subject. Example: do you always go to bed early? What time does your father usually arrive home? Notice here that the adverb of frequency comes after the subject. Simple present tense. The spelling of the third person singular final S. Add es to verbs ending in sha, cha, sa, and x. Examples: wash becomes washes. Ali washes his hands before he eats. Teach becomes teaches. John teaches English. Miss becomes Mrs. Tom misses his mother a lot. Fix becomes fixes. Mike fixes computers. Notice here that these verbs end in sh, ch, sa, x. So in this case, we add es to the verb. Delete the y and add ies to verbs ending in y and is preceded by a consonant. For example, T, B, L, S, N, K, R, P, V, etc. These letters are consonants. Add only S to verbs ending in Y and is preceded by a vowel. For example, A, I, E, O, and U. These letters are vowels. Examples. Cry becomes cries. Our baby cries a lot. Fly becomes flies. My father flies to Dubai every month. Enjoy becomes enjoys. Mary enjoys traveling abroad. Play becomes plays. Bob plays football once a week. Notice here that the letter Y is preceded by a consonant. In this case, we delete the Y and we add IES. Whereas in the verb enjoy and play, the letter Y is preceded by a vowel. In this case, keep the Y as it is and add only S. Some verbs are irregular. Examples. Have becomes has. Sarah has 2 brothers and 1 sister. Do becomes does. He often does his homework after dinner. Go becomes goes. Salwa goes shopping every week.